at the beginning of this year, you were planning to release a new album and go on tour, and then coronavirus.
Full on, incredible.
Yeah. So what did you do?
So I just locked myself in the studio because that's what we do. When we get nervous, we walk in the studio. When we go crazy, we lock ourselves in the studio. And Jason had mixed most of my albums. So in the beginning of the pandemic, I finished this album called Pasta, which, by the way, I just got nominated for 4 Latin Grammys. I'm very happy, I have to say.
There you go. Congrats.
And it's been a very, very beautiful year, very intense. And then all of a sudden I'm like super anxious and I'm super nervous because I have no idea what's going to happen with my life, what's going to happen with my career. You know, I just canceled the tour. I was going to be touring for 2.5 years. And there, you know, everybody's telling me, Ricky, it's over. Because of social distance, this pandemic, you're not going to be able to. So the level of anxiety was insane. And so whatever, I just finished my album and I talked to my team and I said, we gotta do something. We got to do something of impact. We got to do something for the world. You know, I've been working with my foundation for many years. I had no idea, Jason, what I was talking about, but I wanted to do something in order, you know, for people to heal. And then one day, this friend of mine from Brazil sends me this beautiful sound, something that he kind of like introduced me to immersive audio again. And I said, hold on a second, this is what I'm talking about. This is. I just hate what I'm listening, but there is something very beautiful here that we can make better. We can just try to make it perfect.
Yeah.
And that's when I go to this guy and I said, look, we have this. Can we do something good? Can we just make it amazing?
Yeah.
What do you want, Ricky? Now, I just want everybody to be able to listen to, an amazing surround sound. Okay, this is me talking.
Very specific, very specific.
I just want the headphones to be incredible. I want every instrument to be able to go around my head and be very specific. I'm obsessed with the cello. Can we bring the cello around my head and just leave it here while I listen to the rest of the song? Listen, and this guy and Mike Seaberg are the brains here. They just went at it and they created something that was super magical. And I said, listen, we have this for music. This is the evolution of music. This is when we were watching music in black and white and all of a sudden it's color. This is a before and after. But not only that, what we can do with this, not only with music, the tentacles that are growing out of this are really fascinating. They're very beautiful. We're talking about, hopefully gaming, movies, but the most important thing is that we want meditation. We want an app. We want something that will guide people with this.
Okay, all right, Ricky, I'm going to slow you down just a minute because I think we're getting
impossible. I'm sorry.
It's impossible. Nobody can. All right. So this, by the way, is called, you're calling it orbital audio, right? Yeah. So what exactly is orbital audio? Jason?
Orbital audio is, I guess you can say, it is a leap forward in how we interpret sound. Many formats you can use to apply this to. He told you a couple with gaming, meditation apps. But more importantly, he came to me with the sole idea of trying to help people get through this pandemic. And what he asked for, the math wasn't there. So the ability to have sound travel around you has been around for 30, 40 years. It hasn't really taken off because the math wasn't right. It wouldn't. The best way I can put it is, it wouldn't be able to isolate a single sound and put that sound over here and have multiple sounds travel around you, and you'd be able to mix or hear music in 3 dimensions, 8 dimensions, I should say. But now you have that ability, and that ability was only obtained because of Ricky's passion, because Ricky wanted to do something that's never been done. I mean, trust me, I wanted this to be over with, be done with quick, so I can get on to another record of his. And we were stuck on this one record because his idea and his vision was to have this universally accepted and heard by everyone. And the technology that's out now costs a lot of money if you want to have that immersive audio experience. You know, you have Dolby Atmos, you have Facebook 360, you have Apple now, who just jumped into the immersive audio game. But with all these companies, you need to have their hardware. You need to have their headphones. And Ricky wanted this to be so seamless and so user-friendly that you could have the ability to text it to your friend. Like you have a song, oh, I love this song. And they could put on their headphones that cost 50 cents and it would still work.
So we're gonna do a demo soon. So everybody hang in there with me for one more minute and make sure you get your headphones handy because you will need them. But just to pin you down a little bit more on some of the nuts and bolts. So the bottom line is, works on any headphones, right? I don't need any special hardware for this. Basically, the magic, the tech is all on your end. It's on the engineering end, right? And as long as I can hear a stereo sound, I can hear orbital audio.
As long as you can hear stereo sound, as long as you have 5.1 surround sound, as long as you have 7.1, you can have a Dolby Atmos theater in your home. That was the key. The key with Ricky was having the ability to make music that works on every format.
Yeah. And again, the idea here is I, as the listener, am immersed in this. I'm not turning my head to the right to hear somebody to the right or turning to the left to hear something off to the left. You've recorded this, and it gives me this sense of this 3D sound world that I'm just kind of experiencing while I sit here. Is that the idea, Ricky?
It's like 3D. It's like 8D. And
8D? That's a lot of...
It's 8D. The beautiful thing about this is that, that kid in the small town of Guatemala is going to be able to enjoy this. Because while he was doing it, while we were doing it, I started feeling amazing about my music because I'm seeing evolution. This is how music used to be, and this is how music is now. And at the end of the day, that's what really turned me on. I've been doing music for a long time, and I've never felt what I've been feeling in the studios in the last couple of days. And not only me, we're talking to people that are doing great stuff right now, like Bad Bunny, Mike Myers. We have A$AP Rocky. That when they hear and they see their music go to this level, they just go crazy, and their excitement is like, no, I don't want a song, I want the entire album. This is what they are saying, and like I said, I think it's the future. What I'm seeing now is one of the most important tentacles is to be able to bring this to the medical field. Right now, we're going to be dealing with so much. I would say feel PTSD from the anxiety that I am already feeling the effects without us being already talking to people that will help us take this to the next level when it comes to music. Yep. And the same thing with everybody that's listening to it. It's very exciting.
I want to come back to some more of that. So we're about to do the demo, but first, just set this up. You did put out your album, or at least half of it, by the way, right? And you put out 2 versions of it. So you have kind of the original version, and then you did the orbital audio version. Did you re-record anything for that second version, or was that all on the engineering side?
I was so crazy about this that I'm like, let's do this for tomorrow, of course. Obviously right now, whenever I go into the studio, I have orbital audio in mind, and if we, for example, have less reverb, obviously the effect and the experience here will be more effective. He can tell you the specific of what else should be needed, but this is something that is very simple. It's very simple. The excitement of the artists when they put their hands on this and they see what can be done, it's just very special in that sense.
Okay, should we give it a shot?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do. Everyone, get your headphones. Hopefully, you've already got them. And these guys say it can be like the cheapest, rattiest pair of headphones you got. So, Jason, I don't know where to get 50-cent headphones, by the way, but maybe still.
A lot of countries in Latin America, you'll get.
Okay, fair point.
Big surprise.
Midtown Manhattan too. Okay, so everybody, put in your headphones. We're gonna basically do this in 2 parts. We're gonna listen to one of Ricky's songs called "Simple," which is a great song, by the way. We're going to listen to the original version, about 30 seconds of it, and then we'll come back and talk to these guys for a second before we listen to the orbital audio version. But let's start with the original version of Simple. Let's listen.
That's a collaboration with Sting.